So hello everyone, it's been a while, as we are here for round number 4 of the 2014A NASA RallyCross Challenge season, the Canadian RallyCross Grand Prix from the St. Eustache circuit here in Quebec, Canada. As you might be wondering why the Spanish RallyCross Grand Prix is not on our airwaves, it's a really strange TV deal. We promise we will get it eventually before next season starts. But anyway, it's Josh Mertz up here in the commentary box, bringing you the call, as always, for the Automotive Sports Network. I sound a bit under the weather. That's because I am. And that's probably why, and that is why we have not been on the airwaves for a while. We've been waiting to try and get this sickness of mine to clear up, and it hasn't. So if you hear me coughing by accident, I apologize. But anyway, the rally format for the 4th round of the championship. We have 11 cars here, 3 heats, 4 laps apiece. Top 2 advance to the final. Joker once. LCQ is 3 laps. Joker once. Top 2 advance. And the final will be 8 drivers, 8 laps. And you have to take the Joker twice here at the St. Eustache circuit. So let's get to it for the first of our heats today. And it's an all-MRT affair, and we've seen this plenty of times before. It gets relatively annoying. On pole, Luke Fleming in car number 83, followed by the double defending champion Josh Mertz in car number 1, Tristan Hagenstein in car number 2, and then the 35 of the Mangled Lemons Ford of Nick Cars. So 3 MRT cars in this heat, and 1 constructor Ford, as we're revving them up for heat number 1 here in Canada. Getting ready to go, and it's lights out, and away we go. And off the line, Hagenstein gets the jump, followed by his teammate as they are flying away from Fleming and Cars. Into the dirt, right left-hander, double apex left-hander. It's Hagenstein, followed by Mertz, followed by Fleming. Into the water for the first time, no position change, but you see it dips down, and expect a lot of action there today. Over the jump for the first time. Nobody really messes it up, as they are able to get over cleanly. To the Joker went Hagenstein. Mertz leads out of the final corner at the end of lap number 1. Car number 1 will lead, followed by car number 83 of Luke Fleming. Hagenstein is in second, and Cars smashes into the opening there in the 4th spot. And everyone expects him to win. We hate to be biased, but, I mean, he's finished first or second on the road every single time here. He won from the LCQ last season, which propelled him to his championship the following day in Irwindale. So anything can happen here in Canada, as the double defending champion pulling away from his junior teammate, Luke Fleming, in car number 83, the Best Buy Subaru. And to the Joker goes car number 1, followed by car number 83, as car number 2 will round the final corner. And look at the merge. Transfer spot will go to Hagenstein currently, as we are halfway through, as Mertz leads out of the final corner. As the transfer spot, the merge is really tricky, as Nick Carr is having issues in car number 35. And Mertz looks like he cut the course. He had to stop there, and we'll try and follow that through, but Dylan Livingood Race Control said anyone who cuts the track has to immediately stop for a few seconds. Mertz did. No harm done. But this tightens up the battle for the heat win, and Mertz knows, Hagenstein knows rather, that Mertz loves his heat wins, and there's no team orders in the NASA RallyCross Challenge because of that controversial call several seasons ago. I believe it was at this circuit when Erdman and Mertz came together. Team orders are banned, white flag in the air, and Mertz and Hagenstein will be fighting it out to the death to see who will take this heat victory. And Mertz is pushing like mad. You hear as Hagenstein loses it. Fleming! Contact between the teammates. You saw Mertz's engine, or heard it, I believe it almost cut out as he's pushing hard, as these teammates are now battling for the transfer spot. As Fleming holds it with Hagenstein, as Hagenstein's been having issues adapting to the Subarus all season long. Remember, it's his first season in the Subaru MRT squad. As Fleming looks like he will hold it, as rounding the final corner. He had issues in Spain and Valkenswaard, but with the sequential transmission, Mertz wins Heat 1, followed by Fleming in car number 83, and Hagenstein in car number 2, as Cars will go to the LCQ in car number 35. As Heat number 2 on track. as another 4 drivers here. As here is Brandon Lambert in car number 21, followed by Nicholson, Lester, and Wetz. So the 2 championship protagonists on the outside, the 2 privateer protagonists in the middle. As Volkswagen, Mitsubishi, the odd man out, Brandon Lambert, 2012A champion. Remember, this was the race that he brought 2 cars to thwart the MRT squad, as they had 5 in 2012A. He figured, why not bring a second car, Brett Lawrence. And I don't think Lawrence fared too well in his only start in the NASA Rallycross Challenge. But everyone is getting lined up for the second of 3 heats today. And Chris Wetz and Lambert, the top 2 in points, coming in. As this season, nobody's really been consistent that I've noticed. The double podium by Volkswagen last week in Guadalajara did not help Revolution Racing. No spoilers for the race win, but who knows what will happen then and what will happen today as we are revving them up for heat number 2 here in St. Eustache, and it's lights out and away we go. Off the line, it is Wetz with the start. Nicholson got a good start, but he backed off as the privateers go into the tire barrier. And we are still green. Remember, it has to be half the field. I'm unsure whether something will happen or not, but Wetz and Lambert pulling away from the 2 privateers who are having their own battle as Lambert possibly looks to the inside on car number 71. Over the jump for the first time! They tangle! Wetz and Lambert upside down they go! And this is an incredible development, as I've never seen that happen before. Nicholson goes through, so does Lester. That's a red flag from race control, as that has never happened before, and my sick voice nearly just cracked 7 times. As I believe, as they haven't gotten the red flag yet. We have not got, now we have gotten a red flag. As we are going to take another look at that while they re-grid, as what in the world just happened over the jump? That has never happened before. Between Lambert and Chris Wetz. Let's watch this again in slow motion. It's about a quarter of the speed. So they're going to take to the jump. Lambert's going to get a faster jump. They're going to hit each other in the air. And physics is just going to take its toll. And I don't know how. I think Wetz might have hit the brakes over the jump, because Lambert hit him, and it sent them both flipping. So they then got the red flag. So we are re-gridding here. Lambert's on pole. I should have specified that earlier. Nicholson is in the second spot. Lester's third. Wetz is fourth. So we re-gridded them after that very interesting wreck. And we're getting ready to go for the restart of heat number 2 here in St. Eustache. Revving them up. Getting ready to go, and it's lights out, and away we go. Lester didn't see the lights. Lambert gets the whole shot, followed by Wetz into turn 1. Through the S's, I should say. Over the dirt mound and into the double apex left-hand corner. It's Lambert, the 2012A champion, followed by Wetz, the 2012B runner-up. And the current privateer leader, Brandon Nicholson. As Wetz runs it wide in car number 71. As these 2 drivers, not these 2, but Nicholson and Lester, are having a wonderful battle for the Privateer Cup. As Lambert runs to the Joker in car number 21. Hopefully the merge isn't going to be icky between these drivers. Exits the merge. It's going to be Casey Lester. Will he be leading? 4 cars under a blanket at the line. Lambert leads, despite the fact that he took his Joker on the first lap. So I hate to be mean, but I think he sealed this heat win as long as he doesn't flip the car again. Because if you can hold the lead over the Joker, which is a longer lap, as Nicholson issues through the dirt, who knows? I mean, who knows what will happen, but if you can seal the lead through the Joker on your first lap, it's looking pretty good for you. As Wetz still having issues with the water feature here in car number 71. as he goes to the Joker. Trying to seal the second spot. Casey Lester in second currently. Halfway through, beginning lap 3, it's Lambert, Lester, Wetz, and Nicholson. As Nicholson exits the Joker in car number 37 for Revolution Jr. As if you didn't notice from, well, we didn't have a broadcast yet from last week, but they were taken off of constructor status. It was in limbo for the first 2 rounds of the championship. And Brandon Nicholson and Revolution Jr. are now a privateer team, battling this team, Lester Racing, the 2 Mitsubishis, for the Privateer Cup in 2014A. Both of them running Mitsubishis, but Nicholson has somewhat of work support from Mitsubishi. Lester using the older Mitsubishi. I believe it's one of the older Revolution ones, so they're still on equal equipment, basically. As the white flag waves for Brandon Lambert, we all but forgot about him up front. Remember, he took his Joker a few minutes ago and stayed ahead of the pack. So Pirelli tires, Hoosier tires, Michelin tires, and Yokohama tires, as I've been noticing the tire manufacturers, so I figured I'd point that out. 4 different tire manufacturers in this race. There were 2 of them in the last heat, Bridgestone and Michelin. As Nicholson still having issues with the first couple of corners in car number 37, but the Pirelli shod, Red Bull sponsored Volkswagen Polo R is pulling away, and he looks as though to be on his way to a heat win in car number 21, followed by the Hoosier shod K1 Race Gear sponsored Mitsubishi Lancer. Out of the final corner, Lambert will be through on the front row as he wins heat number 2 in Canada. Wetz, despite his flip, did not shake him much. Second place, so he transfers, and the first of the privateers will go to the LCQ, Casey Lester in car number 50, as Nicholson is in 4th. As heat number 3, up and ready, as these 3 drivers getting ready to go. Triple Crown champion Dylan Livengood in car number 51, followed by Dylan Smith in car number 22, and the Mayor in car number 44. The third of our privateers today. Livengood proving he's a Triple Crown champion and he knows what he's doing by getting in the wrong grid spot. Thank you, Dylan Livengood. You surely have done our sport well. As he is on pole, followed by the Mayor, followed by Dylan Smith. So this is another 4-lap heat. It's only 3 cars, though, but the top 2 still advance. And the Triple Crown champion wants to be on the front row. I believe he's been on the front row all season long. As he's running his older Mitsubishi, you can tell his lucky one that he finished 4th for the first race at Croft in 2012A. Remember, he never got a podium until Croft in 2013A. 2012C, I should say. We're having them up for heat number 3, and it's lights out, and away we go. Off the line, Livengood, as usual, with his typical hole shot, followed by Dylan Smith and the Mayor. Hanging out back in 3rd. We have no clue who he is. He told us to call him the Mayor, so, yeah, that's basically all we have to say about him. But anyway, Dylan Smith, after his disappointing run in Valkenswaard, his good run in Spain, trying to get back to the front of the field in the NASA RallyCross Challenge in car number 22. These 2 take the jump. Unlike their teammates, they don't crash into each other as Livengood takes to the Joker, and Smith will round the final corner to jump into the lead in car number 22. At the end of lap 1, the running order is Smith, Livengood, the Mayor. 3 laps to go here for heat number 3. And the Mayor, a new driver, he's running his street Subaru, as you can tell by no decals. He entered car number 44, but he doesn't even have any decals on that car. That should be breaking some sort of rule, but he's the Mayor, so he doesn't have to go towards the rules, because the Mayor always can not obey the rules. But anyway, Smith will take to the Joker in car number 22. He nearly got close to the tire barrier. That could have ended in tears. So, Livengood rounding the final corner. Merge! Not an issue. I freaked out because of the camera angle. Halfway through, Livengood takes to the lead. And lap times, will we get our lap times? Yes. 46.9 Livengood, 50.5 Smith. And at the line, 53.5 for the Mayor. And Dylan Smith having issues in car number 22. Remember, he had issues here in the junior Subaru, the MRT Subaru, last season as well. I believe he had a stuck throttle and retired from the final. as Living Good pulling away from Dylan Smith, as these two are comfortably in the transfer spots as the mayor is about to enter the water feature, as Canada and Germany represented in the transfer spots right now. Rounding the final corner to take the white flag will be the Triple Crown champion from 2012C to 2013B, Dylan Livingood, in car number 51. For Rockstar Energy Revolution Racing, the Quadruple Works champion, or the Quadruple Constructors champions, we have dropped the Works word, so I shouldn't say it, as they won the championship 4 times. MRT won that championship twice. Livingood won the Drivers' Championship 3 times, Mertz twice, Lambert once, and it's pretty much up in the air this season, as who knows what will happen. Nobody's really been consistent. Livingood was for the past 3 seasons. He's down in 4th in points. Mertz is 5th in points. As he rounds the final corner, Livingood will be on the front row once again as he wins heat number 3, as Dylan Smith will transfer through, as the mayor will have to go to the LCQ in his first start. As that sounded pleasant, didn't it? I tried to mute the microphone before I have to sniffle my way through my sickness, but I apologize there, folks. As the LCQ getting ready to go, as the cars are already on track. On pole will be Tristan Hagenstein in car number 2, followed by the mayor, Lester, and Cars, and I believe on the back row will be Nicholson in car number 37. As this is 3 laps, the top 2 will advance. I really hate sickness. I really do. But I have to continue my job here at the Automotive Sports Network, despite being sick or not. I sound like garbage, but the racing certainly is not garbage. 3 laps, 2 cars will get through to the final. And next week we'll be racing the second of the endurance rounds in Island Rally. As here we go for the LCQ, and it's lights out and away we go. And off the line, Hagenstein gets the jump. The mayor tries to take the fight to him, as the 3 privateers are in this race. So we will make sure to make a huge deal out of the privateer battle that we haven't before. Hagenstein pulling away. The mayor second. Third is Cars. Fourth just swapped from Lester to Nicholson. That's second in the privateer fight as they make contact with each other. And the 2 privateer protagonists have made contact and might be out of the race for the 20 points. Hagenstein pulling away, as I completely forgot to mention, we were supposed to be in Germany today. But that track hasn't been finished yet. So that's why we're not in Germany. But anyway, Hagenstein leads at the end of lap 1, 2 to go, as the German round has been postponed until the end of the season, until we possibly go there, or we go to a different circuit, but we'll keep you posted in the coming weeks. Hagenstein leading in car number 2. Cars is in the transfer spot. Witt is the mayor, excuse me, I just blew it. The mayor is leading the privateer currently, as Hagenstein really comfortably leading after that whole issue with the pack as he takes it to the Joker. Let's see the merge here between Cars and Hagenstein. Rounding the merge. It's close, and contact between Cars and Hagenstein. White flag in the air between these two, and they're battling to the death for the front row position. The mayor comfortably leading in privateers. Lester second, Nicholson third in that championship. As Hagenstein looks like he cut the track as these two are battling. Hagenstein had to stop. Will he give Cars a bump in car number 35? No, Cars runs it wide. Hagenstein looked to take the fight to him through the water. Will this be a last chance effort from Tristan Hagenstein to get on the front row, or will Nick Cars join the champions on the front row? No, he had to take to the Joker. Cars had to take to the Joker in car number 35. This will seal the LCQ win to Tristan Hagenstein in car number 2. Transferring, however, is Cars. And the privateer winner is the mayor in car number 44. Second place on that podium will be Casey Lester. 17 points to him for that championship. And Nicholson ends up upside down in car number 37. as 9th, 10th, and 11th overall, the Mayor, Lester, Nicholson, but they are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in their respective championship. And here we go. The 8-car final, which we have been waiting a couple of minutes for. Everyone getting gridded up. On pole, Mertz, then Lambert, Hagenstein, and Levengood and Hagenstein. Then it is Fleming, Wetz, Smith, and Cars. So 4 constructors' cars on the front row, and it's the big 3 teams, followed by the small Ford outfit Mangled Lemons Racing on the back row for Nick Cars. Getting ready to go in Canada, and it's lights out, and away we go, and off the line, Levengood gets the jump. Lambert tries to take the fight to him, and out in the way is Dylan Levengood, the Triple Crown champion. Lambert, Hagenstein, side-by-side, Smith and Mertz in the double apex left-hand corner. Hagenstein gets bumped by Lambert. Mertz goes through, passes his teammate, and shoves him out wide. That was Smith, that made contact with him. Now, Levengood, Lambert, Mertz, Fleming, Cars, Wetz. Around is Smith, and Hagenstein sneaks to 7th, as these two are having a lot of issues in their respective cars. Lambert went to the Joker in car number 21, and around the final corner to end the first lap. No, red flag. It looks like we had, I was focusing on the leaders, and the track was blocked, so red flag was called. So that is why we are back at the grid. And we are regridding for round number 4. Getting ready for round number 4 of the NASA RallyCross Challenge in 2014A. Thank you for joining us on the Automotive Sports Network, and it's lights out, and away we go. Hagenstein jumped to start. Levengood and Lambert side by side. It's Levengood with the hole shot in car number 51. Lambert 2nd. Mertz has shuffled to 3rd. So the 3 champions in the top 3 positions. Then it's Hagenstein, Wetz, Smith, Fleming, Cars. Through the water for the first time. No issues, unlike last time. And Lambert on the attack for Dylan Levengood in car number 51, car number 21. These two battling to the death. Will anyone go to the Joker? Hagenstein, Wetz, Smith are the drivers that take it. Around the final corner for the first time, the champions are under a blanket. It's Levengood, Lambert, Mertz flying out and away from the rest of the field, followed by Fleming in 4th. As these three, I should say, trying to pull away from the rest of the field. All 6 championships are represented in these 3 cars. Lambert tries the inside on Levengood. Mertz dives it in. Will he take the fight? Too many turns him around. Lambert is turned around. Mertz has stopped on track. That should not be an issue, I hope, for the car number 1, because that would make him very, very mad. And Lambert now, 8th spot behind his teammate Smith. Wetz 6th, 5th Hagenstein, 4th Cars, 3rd Fleming, 2nd Mertz, and Levengood out front. Here on lap number 2. Lambert fuming over the radio in car number 21 as Levengood leads at the end of lap 2. Smith is in the tire barriers, and I believe he's calling it quits. He is. Smith has parked it. 7 cars left in this final. And now, it's these two battling. Where have we seen this before? These two, best of friends off of the racetrack, but as soon as you put the helmets on them, strap them into their cars, they hate each other. Dylan Levengood, car number 51, triple champion, triple crown champion, and your double defending World Drivers champion, car number 1, Josh Mertz. Like I said, best of friends off the track, severe, huge, whatever you want to use word, I don't know what word you'd use. They're huge enemies on the racetrack. At the end of lap number 3, it is Levengood followed by Mertz, and the lap times are saying that Mertz is quickest by 1.5 seconds over Levengood as he takes the fight on the outside. We've never seen this as he shoves him out wide. Trying to stay on the track is Josh Mertz in car number 1. as he sneaks to the inside. Can he take the fight on Living Good? He has to take it to the curbs. And these two are side by side in places you could never go side by side at St. Eustache. And the swap has occurred. Mertz is in the lead, followed by Living Good in car number 51. As these two have 4 laps to duke it out, as we have other battles going on. Mertz hits the wall. Coming to the end of lap number 4, it's Mertz and Living Good out front, and we don't want to stray away from this because it's an incredible battle as the two MRT teammates battling for the 3rd spot on the podium. Oh, wow, let's catch our breath and wait until these two start battling again. As what a battle for that last half of a lap we had. Mertz runs it wide in car number 1. Living Good almost makes contact with him in car number 51. As Lambert shredding his way through the field, very mad in car number 21. Nearly making contact with Watts in car number 71. Will he take the spot? Yes, he will here on lap number 5. Mertz the Joker for the first time. So this will cycle Living Good through to the lead, coming to lap number 6. As Hagenstein nearly hits the wall. Side by side, Lambert with Watts. Fleming has cycled through to 6th because of his Joker. And now Hagenstein on lap number 6. Getting ready to possibly take his Jokers. We don't know his strategy. Mertz has 1 left, we saw. And Lambert and Hagenstein battling for 3rd, as Lambert's not very happy with anyone right now because he got taken out for the 2nd consecutive week. And contact between Hagenstein and Lambert. That is going to end badly for both of them. To the Joker goes Living Good and Mertz, as those two coming to the penultimate lap here in Canada, I do believe, as Hagenstein trying to fend off Lambert and Watts, as these two battling for the 2 laps to go in Canada. I do believe, I might have my lap count wrong, as these two pulling away, it's Hagenstein and Lambert for the final podium spot. Lambert dives it in, side by side. Can he take the spot? Nearly making contact through the water, and he turns him around. So Hagenstein gets turned around off the front bumper of Brandon Lambert. It's Living Good, Mertz, Watts, Fleming, Lambert, Hagenstein cars. And I'm hearing in my ear that wreck between Mertz and Lambert is under investigation as we take the white flag here in Canada. Will Dylan Living Good be able to hold him off? I do believe he has another Joker left. So this might seal the tentative victory to Josh Mertz. But he doesn't know this. He's driving like mad to try and take the fight to him. He sneaks to the inside, but he couldn't make it happen. Can he take the fight to him? He had to hit the brakes. Through the water, down the backstretch for the final time. We will probably see Living Good take to the Joker in car number 51. But it does not matter. Will he take to the Joker? Yes, he does. So this will put car number 1 through to the lead. As rounding the final corner, we have to hear from race control. But tentatively, Mertz will win in Canada. Followed by Living Good in car number 51. Watts is in 3rd in car number 71. 4th goes to Lambert. 5th goes to Hagenstein. 6th is Fleming in car number 83. And 7th is Nick Cars in car number 35. As Mertz burns it down here in Canada. As here are the results. Race control put Mertz to 3rd. So, Dylan Living Good is your winner in Canada, followed by Watts. So it's a Revolution 1-2 here in Canada. The first time that Mertz or an MRT car has not won, actually, and it's a Canadian driver winning here in Canada. Mertz 3rd, Lambert 4th, Hagenstein 5th, 6th is Fleming, 7th is Cars, 8th is Smith. The Mayor won Privateers but finished 9th overall. Lester 10th, and 11th goes to Brandon Nicholson. Top 10 in driver points after 4 rounds. Brandon Lambert in car number 21 leads. Watts 2nd, Living Good 3rd, 53. Fleming 50 points. Mertz 49. Hagenstein 42. Smith 39. Paul 37. Simons 28. And Cars 24 points. As the Constructors' Championship Revolution Racing 107, MRT 101, Volkswagen 100, MRT Junior 82, Mangled Lemons has 54. The manufacturer's points, I should bring up a point actually before I sneak through these points. Mertz was awarded third place points just for the Drivers' Championship. For every other championship, so it's manufacturers, constructors, nations, tires, etc., he was awarded 21. So Germany gets 21, Bridgestone gets 21, Subaru gets 21, but it's only the Drivers' Championship that he finishes third and gets awarded third place points. So that's why Subaru has 76 points, Volkswagen 63, Mitsubishi 59, and Ford has 40. And I should have mentioned that during these readings, he went to race control and nearly punched somebody in the face. So, for the first time ever, car number 3 will be unveiled next week in Island Rally, as Josh Mertz will be taking a week off. Thank you for his tirade in race control. So next week, we will see a championless race without car number 1. We will be in Island Rally for the second round of the Endurance Cup. But until then, thank you for watching, and so long, everyone.